Alright, so this is going to be my second walk around video of my car. It is November 15th, 2016. So this is what the car looks like right now. A lot has changed since the last time I posted this car up. So I'll kind of run through it real briefly. Just kind of do a quick little look. So I think I'll start with suspension. Suspension wise, there's quite a bit has changed. Before I was running some blown Tokikos with Tien springs, and I only had adjustable rear toe arms. And now, as you see, the car's a little bit lower. It's on Fortunato Prime coilovers. I like them a lot, except the fronts are maxed out right now, and that's how low they go, which kind of bummer, but hopefully in the future I'll get a drop knuckle or do something to improve that. So also suspension wise, I have some new ISR bent with these tension rods. I got new tension rod brackets too that aren't all beat up. I also got new OEM lower control arms with ball joints and new inner outer tie rods. I got the ISR inner tie rods with the little rack spacer. So I had the ISR outers, but they actually stripped the Heim joint, so I went with some stock S14 outers, and they're great. In the rear, we still have the adjustable toe arm, eBay. We also have some just generic adjustable upper control arms here, and that's about it for the rear. We have the stock S240SX SE wheels, which were my drift spares, but they've been on my car for a few months, so there's kind of my wheels now. They're pretty bald in the back, but yeah, that'll be changed out pretty soon. And in the front, I actually had a problem. I had some ISR aluminum lug nuts, which is the dumbest thing I've ever done. And so the old 5 Ziggin whatever wheels, or battle wheels, whatever they were, actually fell off while I was driving, and it fucked up my hub, or screwed up my hub. So here we have an S14 SE 5-lug wheel that I picked up for the cheap, and they work great. It's just got some generic tires. So yeah, and then if you see behind here, we got some new brakes. They are Z32 300ZX 26mm aluminum calipers and rotors. I got the ISR braided stainless steel lines too, and they stop awesome. I really like upgrading the brakes. Probably the best thing I've done. There's like no downside. They just stop awesome, and that's about it. Probably in the future I'll get a brake master cylinder because I don't really like the modulation on this one. So yeah, exterior wise, there's no more Plasti Dip. That stuff was a pain to remove. The front bumper used to be silver. It was actually painted pretty poorly silver, so I just did a quick spray painted some color kind of to match the rest of the car. Yeah, the paint's pretty sun-fit in the back. Over in the back here, before there were some cracks, and I spray painted this whole hatch, and the cracks, I bondoed over it, but I did a really crappy job, so it's kind of back, but that's okay. I got a new hatch. I also got rid of this little antenna hole, which turned out garbagey too, and I picked up some 50/50 taillights. They were local and cheap, so I figured why not. I really like the look of it. I never really liked, they came with the centerpiece and I really didn't like it, so I just Plasti Dipped the centerpiece black, and I think it looks a lot better. So moving on to the engine. So one of the hood pins actually fell off. I don't know where that went. It's kind of sketchy because when you go on the highway, the hood bobbles up and down because there's only one hood pin, but hasn't flew up on me yet. Alright, so here's the engine. Looks wise, it's changed just a little bit. Got some new NGK wires. I've cleaned up some things. Got a new, bigger radiator. Never really had any cooling issues, except my water pump actually went out, so I said, while I'm replacing the water pump, might as well do the thermostat, radiator, overflow, new ISR hoses. I also have a water temp gauge, and yeah, that's about all that's been done. I got a glow shift sandwich plate for my oil pressure gauge too. Yeah, here it's a Fortunato coilovers again. They're real nice, real beefy, real solid. If you can see back here, I got a pink transmission from the previous owner. Figured that out. I actually went and pulled the clutch. Did a clutch job. It's got a XZE Ace or XTD Stage 3 6-puck, whatever. It's a cheap eBay kit. It actually works pretty good. May or may not keep it. It's got about 1,000 miles on it right now, and I went to one drift event with it, and it held up pretty decently. I also got another E-fan. I got 2 E-fans now, and they push a ton of air. It's really great. So, cooling issues, hopefully I won't have any. My heater hose is leaking, which is why I don't have a heater right now, and it's getting cold, and it really, really stinks, especially not having a defroster. So, yeah, that's what's different to the engine bay. So, now I'll move in to the interior, which is probably where the biggest changes have been. So, first off, right away, the car has carpet now. It's actually pretty great. It's also got little stuff like I never had this kick plate, I never had the dead pedal, never had this trim piece. So I had to find all those through junkyards and part outs and stuff, which was actually kind of a pain, but it's all here now. I also got this kick sill plate and some aftermarket carpet. I don't know what brand it is. It was pre-cut from the previous owner who had this, who I bought it from. And it's not cut very well. It kind of ripples, and I'm not really that keen on the quality, so I might replace that. I got some S14 seats that I had last time over here. Last time actually one of the mounting points was broken, so it wiggled, but I got that welded on, so now that's fixed too. Got a Avenue steering wheel and a NRG short hub. No quick release or anything yet. I also got some nice gauges up here. Those are Speed Hut gauges. They're really nice, really high quality. I like it, kind of looks OEM to me. Don't mind this, it's just primered. I was going to paint it black. I painted it black before, didn't like how it came out, so I primered it and haven't had time yet. Got a new head unit, Pioneer DEH 6800 BT, I think it is. Bluetooth, it's fancy, I like it. I got the little DIN pocket and the radio brackets and everything. Over here, I finally have a glove box, so that's cool. Having no glove box kind of stunk, but yeah. So, I also got this little trim over the e-brake and a little spin turn knob, even though my e-brake doesn't work. Picked this up at GTR Garage in Portland. And got a nice shift boot, which I had to get off one of the forums. Actually, those things are pretty expensive. And some generic shift knob that I picked up from the junkyard. Also got some A-pillar trim finally. I still don't have a headliner. I have a headliner sitting in my garage. I just haven't put it in yet. Just no sun visors either. So, overall the interior is a lot nicer. It's a lot more comfortable. I got rear hatch carpet too, which is really nice. So, yeah. I did a bunch of other little stuff to this too, but this is how it sits right now. It's pretty solid, although this winter the motor burns quite a bit of oil, so we're going to have to address that this winter. Other plans, make it look prettier, maybe in the future throw a turbo on this, but yeah, I hit up about 5 drift events this year. It held up great. So this outfits going into the winter 2016/2017. Oh yeah, I also got these clear turn signals, and I had both of them, but apparently I just noticed one fell off on the road, so yeah, that's gone now. Oh well. So here's how it sits. Thanks for watching. Again, these videos are kind of just for me to remember how the car's like. So, yeah, here it is.